What's poppin', everyone? Cammy from CammyCoven.com back with another episode of Pokemon Leaf Green Walkthrough. In today's episode, we're going to be taking on Koga and fighting our way to the Seafoam Islands. Before we begin this episode though, first thing I want to do is come all the way down to Route 19 and head to this water. And I mentioned last time that I don't have a water type to teach Surf to. So what you want to do, if you're like in the same position as me, is pull out your Super Rod and hopefully get a bite on the first try. Wow. And you want to fish for a Crabby, and Crabby is especially good because it can learn Cut, Strength, and Surf, and it's going to be an upgrade to the Paris that we currently use. And as you notice, my Charmeleon is a bit higher level than last time. I did some grinding off screen, which I'll show in a second, after I catch this Crabby. Alright, come on now. Ooh, Harden. Maybe I can Metal Claw it. Oh, I should use my netball, actually. Oh, wow, that did nothing. Ooh, get the attack boost. Now we're at neutral. And I don't plan on using Crabby as my water type, I'm just using it for now. Nice. And there's a few other things I want to do before I take on the gym too, which I'm going to go through quickly. So we get Crabby, and it's going to go to our PC, so I'm going to go grab him real quick just so I can teach him the HMs. So if we look at my team now, it's all level 37 except for Charmeleon. Charmeleon actually evolved at 36, but I wanted it to evolve on screen, so I put it right to the end, right before it's about to hit level 37, so we can see it in the first battle. Everything else is 37, and you should probably be closer to 40 for this gym, but I'm going to go in a bit under leveled. And I'm also going to teach Crabby the moves now. So I can learn Cut. We'll leave Bubble since it's a stab move, not that I'll ever use it. Well, I guess Surf would be a stab move too, so it doesn't matter. And lastly, Strength. So now that's done, we can head over to the gym, and I'm only going to fight the first trainer just so we get the evolution. But this gym has some hidden mazes. And here we go. Finally get a Charizard, fully evolved starter. So now I can cross that off the list of things to do. And I'm gonna head out real quick. I'm gonna take a look at my Charizard because I want to see its stats. Not bad. And I'm gonna teach it some moves too. Now that's part flying type. I'm gonna teach it fly. So I have a way of getting around. And I'm also going to teach it Aerial Ace. So I don't have to use Fly in battle each time. And I want to fly back to Saffron City real quick. And remember that tea that we picked up from the old lady in the apartment buildings? Well, we can use that to give to the guards who are thirsty, and it'll let us cross into Saffron City. And you could have done this much earlier, but I haven't had a need to do it until now. And Saffron's sort of taken over by Team Rocket, but I will cover it in a later episode. The only thing I'm here to do is head into this house here, and it's Mr. Psychic's house. And I feel like this will just help me with the gym a bit more since it's a poison gym. And he'll give you TM29, Psychic. Very strong Psychic type move. And that's gonna get taught to 29, not 49. I'm gonna execute. I'm gonna get rid of confusion. And I'm also going to evolve my execute, so 2 evolutions this episode. I believe I have a Leaf Stone. And now have an executor. So with that all done, we can fly back to Fuchsia. And I should have used the Pokemon Center while I was here, so I could have flown back into Saffron if I had to. Now that my Pokemon are healed, we can go fight the gym. And you can kind of tell where the pixels are for the invisible walls. This is a required fight. Moving on, Mavis Spinner. We're gonna walk all the way along the top. And he somehow saw me. I'm not quite frustrated. And this gym could be a little bit tough for me, especially since my way of beating poison is also weak to poison. Definitely recommend stocking up on antidotes and full heals before you come in here. And this is the last required fight, I believe. I'm not quite sure the reason why the trainer doesn't hear you use poison Pokemon. But I'm gonna super potion up and it's time to take on Koga. And I'm actually gonna give... Do I have any Pecha Berries? I'm gonna give a Pecha Berry to Executor since I don't think I'll be using Giga Drain too much and won't need the Miracle Seed. So when you're all healed up, get ready for Koga and save your game. Ha ha ha, a mere child like you dares to challenge me. The very idea makes me shiver with mirth. Very well, I shall show you true terror as a ninja master. Poison brings a steady doom. Sleep renders foes helpless. Despair to the creeping horror of poison-type Pokemon. Koga, a bit of a tricky fight. 4 Pokemon, sorry. Leads off with a level 37 Coughing, Levitate for the ability. Self-Destruct, Sludge, Smokescreen, and Toxic are the moves, and he has 2 of these. I'm hoping the Coughings will die to a single Psychic. Good. His lead is the same level as my Executor. Next up is Muk. Ooh. Level 39 with Sticky Hold. Minimize, Sludge, Acid Armor, and Toxic. And this thing will poison you pretty much all the time. And I'm actually just going to try and get a Leech Seed up because I don't think I'm going to one-shot a Muk. Especially if it goes for Minimize. But it will die eventually, thankfully. And I get to start missing. And I don't actually want to burn my Pecha Berry on the Muk. I'd much rather burn it on something later, so I'm going to swap. Oh, I guess I have Dig I could be using too, if Psychic isn't working out. I guess that would have been a better option, honestly. I'm gonna Burrow. At least I can dodge whatever it does. Yep, there's Toxic. Oh, it hit. Perfect. It did nothing. And I believe Koga will heal this turn. I'm gonna... I guess I'll just slash. Yep, there's the Hyper Potion. Thankfully I did get the Leech Seed off. Dig's not really doing too much. I think I'm just gonna slash and hope for a crit. Like that. Can I get another one? He's gonna heal again. I actually don't mind that he's wasting his Hyper Potions on the Mon that's Leech Seeded. That is 0. I'll crit eventually. And there's the poison. Don't need to heal it yet. don't think it's going to be much of a problem. You shouldn't heal again after this. I recommend using your X items if you do have them. They're pretty good. Especially in fights like this where Muck has 3 non-damaging moves with Toxics, Acid Armor, and Minimize. Good to set up on, as long as you can keep healing the poison. Alright, one more should do it. I believe this is in Leech Seed range. Great. So Muck's down. Next up is the other Coughing, and it's the same set and ability as before. Nothing new. Level 37 still. Levitate, Self-Destruct, Sludge, Smokescreen, and Toxic. And I'm pretty sure they do just blow up as soon as they can, so if you're not killing it in one hit, you might take a lot of damage. And lastly is Ace, level 43 Wheezing with Levitate, Tackle, Sludge, Smokescreen, and Toxic. And this is a bit of an issue. Oh, that's why I didn't want to use Sand Slash, because this is Levitate, right? It's very high level. Is that crit? Oh wow, I just one-shot it. Well, I made that come out harder than I thought it was going to be. Level 38 for Executor, and that's it for Koga. He will give you the Soul Badge and the TM06 Toxic. And we can also use Surf, which we need for where we're going next. And my Sand Slash is still poisoned. I don't really want to burn a full heal just for going back to the Pokemon Center. So heal up your Pokemon. And now we can use Surf. And I mentioned this before, that I'd come back here once we have Strength, and now that we do, we can push this boulder to the side. And I believe I said this was a rare candy. And it is. And unfortunately we have to walk all the way back around again. But we are going to continue onto Route 19. And Route 19 is a little bit of a long route. It's got 11 trainers, and they're all just under level 30, so much easier than the gym. And while surfing you can find Tentacool. With an old rod you can find Magikarp. With a good rod you can find Magikarp, Horsey, and Crabby. And with a super rod, you can find Horsey, Crabby, Gyarados, Seadrick, and Kingler. If you're playing Fire Red, you can find Psyduck. And if you're playing Leaf Green, you can find Slowpoke with the super rod. And I am going to use a Repel here, because I only am going to run into Tentacool. But keep in mind that the Tentacool can get up to level 40 here. They're all between 5 and 40. So I'm also going to give the Miracle Seed back to Execute before I forget. And I'm going to waste some steps on my Repel, but before you go, you do want to stock up on items, because there is an event that's going to take place halfway through the route that we're going to do. So I'm just going to grab some items real quick, and then I'll be back to where we just were. My Repel wore off actually, so I did waste one. So hop on your Repel, send your highest Pokemon out. You shouldn't run into too many Pokemon. And it's a water route. There's a double battle here and a mess of trainers over here that I somehow avoided. but overall it's not too big. And we can head into Route 20. And this is Route 20 before the Seafoam Islands. There are 4 trainers, and they're just a bit above level 30. You can find Tentacool with Surf still, Magikarp with the Old Rod, Magikarp Horsey, Crabby with the Good Rod. With the Super Rod, Horsey, Crabby, Gyarados, Seadra, and Kingler. And if you're playing Fire Red, you'll find Psyduck, and Leaf Green, you'll find Slowpoke with the Super Rod. And I'm actually surprised I haven't ran into a Tentacool yet, despite them being so common. And we have a trainer up there, which I'm going to avoid. And we can enter Seafoam Islands. And on the first floor here, you can find Zubat and Golbat, as well as if you're playing Fire Red, you'll find Psyduck, and Leaf Green, you'll play Slowpoke. And I'm going to keep my Repel on. Right here is an Ice Heal in the top right. And you'll notice that there's a bunch of Strength Rocks around the place. And you have to push these Strength Rocks in the hole, and it'll block the current on the very bottom floor. So push this rock in. And you can also jump down these holes after, but I'm just going to take the ladder. And here's one rock done. And this is the staircase that'll take you out of the place if you want to leave. So head back up and grab this item. And right here is a revive. And this is the first staircase. So this would be the second floor. And on the second floor you can find Zubat, Golbat, and Seal. If you're playing Fire Red, you'll find Psyduck and Golduck. And if you're playing Leaf Green, you'll find Slowpoke and Slowbro. And on the third floor here, we'll find Zubat, Golbat, Seal, and Dugong. Psyduck and Golduck and Fire Red, Slowpoke and Slowbro, and Leaf Green. And I don't have the rock for this place yet, so I don't need to be down here. I want to take this staircase and grab this item. There's a big pearl, and we can grab this item, and we have a water stone. So we have a strength puzzle over here, and this one's a little bit complicated. What you want to do is push this one up twice. Come across and then push this down once. Push it over once. And I forgot to get rid of this one first, but it's okay. No, it's not. This is going to be in the way. I'm going to push that one there for now. And I'm just going to no, I got it. You can still do it. Yeah, okay. And we can push those two down. And heading down the cave, grab this item over here, and it's an Ultra Ball. And that is one of the items that I got a lot of. And because we've blocked all the water now, we can surf without the current pushing us. And up here is the legendary Pokemon Articuno. So I recommend saving your game, and once you're done that, talk to the Articuno. And Articuno is level 50 with Pressure, Mist, Agility, Mind Reader, and Ice Beam. And I should not have put my grass type out, since its only offensive move is Ice Beam. And Mind Reader just makes it so that its next attack will hit, which is good for when it has Sheer Cold, but it doesn't yet. And keep in mind it is level 50. I believe I can flamethrower it. It is 12 levels above me. Or I can crit it, and that's why you save your game. And I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Round 2 this time, and I'll try not to crit it, and I still forgot to move Charizard to the front of my party. So we'll try this again. Yeah, it's much better. And it should live this. It'll be close, and hopefully I don't burn. Perfect. And get to low health and start throwing your Ultra Balls. Because we don't have a Master Ball yet. Not that you should waste it on Articuno anyways. And we'll see how many this takes. That did a lot, especially for not critting. That's definitely going to kill everything on my team in one hit pretty much. Oh boy, come on. Oh, down goes Charizard. Let's send Crabby up. Why not? If I'm gonna lose Pokemon in one hit, might as well lose the ones that aren't part of my team. I'm not even getting shakes. I could go into Execute and try and Sleep Powder it, but I don't think I'm faster. I guess Charizard is faster. I might be faster. It's a giant Ice Bird. I should be faster. Thank God it doesn't go for Ice Beam. Alright, sweet. So hopefully this works now. Still no shakes. I didn't want this to be a longer episode, but it's looking like it's going to be now. Oh my goodness. Okay, it did an Ice Beam. Don't miss the Sleep Powder. Oh, there's the Ice Beam. Well, that's dead. I don't think it doesn't matter what I send out. I don't think anything's living a hit. Maybe we'll try a Great Ball. Maybe it just doesn't like Ultra Balls. Nope. Maybe like a Pokeball? Nope. I'm not getting any shakes on anything. I did buy 30 Ultra Balls and we picked up one in the cave. Oh, we got a shake finally. If you do get to a ridiculous amount of throwing Pokeballs like I'm about to get to, I do recommend that you do restart, because you are throwing money every time you throw a Pokeball at this. I'm gonna have to split this episode up, I think. Crit definitely didn't matter. Hey, there we go. 17 Ultra Balls, I think that was. Nice. Well, definitely need to heal up my team, but I'm going to do that in the next episode because I'm guessing this episode is going to be super long as it is. If you like the video, comment on the video, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more videos similar to this one. In the next episode, we'll try to make our way to Seafoam Islands, and I'll see you guys then.